welcome back to my channel. Today we're here to talk about the books that I plan to read in September. It's already halfway through the month, so this is not quite a TBR video, but we're going to call it a TBR talk just because it's the books that I have on my list to read in the month. Start with the BookTube Prize. I'm judging the nonfiction category for the finals, and this is the last month to get those books read. So I started off the month having 5 books on my TBR for BookTube Prize judging. Because of the 6 titles that are finalists, I have already read one of the books, that's Solitaire by Albert Woodfox, and the other 5 books are books that I need to read in September. So I've already read a couple of them since the start of the month, but I'll tell you all 5 titles here. That is Know My Name by Chanel Miller, In the Dreamhouse by Carmen Machado, and the other 3 I'm not going to remember all their authors' names, but I'll put the pictures as well as I'll link them in the description box. The other 3 titles are No Visible Bruises, Say Nothing, and Catch and Kill. So those are all BookTube Prize nonfiction finalists, and so those 5 books I need to read in September, and I can't tell you about the books right now, so you'll have to watch my judging wrap up to hear how I found the books. That's going to be coming at the end of the month or early in October. So 5 nonfiction books in 4 weeks is pretty much going to fill out my nonfiction reading, except that I'm also continuing with my buddy read of The Bully Pulpit by Doris, Kearns, Goodwin. That is a deep dive into the lives and presidencies of Theodore Roosevelt and William Taft in the late 1800s to the early 1900s. This is the period being looked at in this huge book. So we started a buddy read of it last month, reading this with Patrice and Doris and Heidi, and we're going to be continuing, well, we are continuing in September. We're hoping to finish it this month. And even though that sounds like more than enough nonfiction for 1 month, I do have another memoir that I got from the publishers to review, and I'm looking forward to reading this. So if I have any room after I finish all of those other nonfiction commitments, I'm going to add Carrie by Toni Jensen. This is a memoir by an Indigenous American woman, so I'm hoping to read this pretty soon because I haven't read anything memoir from a Native American woman, especially. I've read novels, Louise Erdrich, Tommy Orange, Sherman Alexie, but I can't say that I've read a memoir from an Indigenous American woman. And this one was sent to me by the publishers, Penguin Random House. So it doesn't have a specific review timeline, but I would like to read it pretty soon. Okay, and there she goes. Don't get in any trouble, okay? And then I also have The Travelers by Regina Porter. This one was also sent to me by Penguin Random House, but this one is being published by Hogarth Press, which is a subgroup of Penguin Random House, I think. Regina Porter is an African-American woman, and this story is about the intersection of 2 characters' lives, an Irish-American man and an African-American woman. And I don't know anything else about the book. I could read the synopsis, but you know, I don't like to do that too much. So, this one is not for a publisher, but I got it in my Book of the Month Club pick this month, and I almost can't wait to dive in. This is Gyasi's new release, Transcendent Kingdom, and I've heard the synopsis and I've conveniently forgotten it, so I don't want to remind myself of it because I want to go into this book and just experience it, what you call it, read it blind. So that's one of my can't wait to read books. I also have Walter Mosley's new story collection, The Awkward Black Man, and I'm going to be doing a feature for this one in a few days, so I'm going to be reading this pretty soon. And this is short stories, so I don't know that there's a synopsis necessarily to share with you here, but you'll hear me talk more about it once I've read it. So those are some of the books that I'm hoping to read in September. I also have some downloads from NetGalley that I'm hoping to get to soon, but maybe not quite in September. So those are some of the books that I'm hoping to get to in September, and in about 15 days, I'll be able to tell you whether I was successful with that plan or not. So thanks so much for watching this video. We'll be back next time for another one, hopefully not too long from now. And I'd love to hear from you. What's on your TBR? What's on your September reading plans? If you are judging for the BookTube Prize, let me know if you are as late with your reading as I am. Thank you so much. I'd love to chat with you in the comments. And until next time, happy reading. Bye. You want to come back for the bye? Say bye. Good job.